Welcome to Home Biz Tax Talk. My name is Lysandra Everett. I am the Home Biz Tax Lady, where I help home business owners win the tax game. Home Biz Tax Talk airs Monday through Friday, 9 o'clock-ish. And when you tune into my show, you're going to hear about topics that are important to the home business community. Today, we are talking about data security, you guys. Yesterday, I was in a class, a continuing ed class, and really talking about data security, and not only for tax professionals, but for things that apply to us all. So I'm going to be sharing 5 of those tips with you today. Because even though, we need that as business owners, this is something that we can definitely use for our personal security as well. All right. Number 1, know that the viruses are not the issue anymore. Back in the day, a couple years ago, oh my gosh, you had viruses just everywhere, right? But nowadays, it's not the viruses that are the issue. It's the malware and the ransomware. And this is the nasty stuff that gets on our computers. It hijacks our data and all of that. The viruses used to, get in your computer and forward random emails to your email list and, make your computer run slow and all of that. Now we're talking about people basically being able to tap into your computer and get access to your personal data. So that's what the malware and ransomware do. So that is more of the concern than your virus protection. So what you need to do is whatever protection you have on your computer, you need to check and make sure that you're protected against the malware and the ransomware to the best of your ability. All right. That's number 1. Number 2 is to check your credit report regularly. See if people are out there trying to open up stuff in your name. Because, we get it. We get the emails, or you look at your bills and you find some random charges on your card that you didn't make. As a matter of fact, you guys, just last week, I got a receipt in my email, because I get all of my receipts emailed to me wherever possible. So I get an email receipt for somebody that tried to use my PayPal debit card at Walmart. Okay. My PayPal debit card is sitting right in my wallet. All right. So somebody tried to use a number at Walmart, and as soon as that popped up, I was on the phone with PayPal saying, hey, I didn't make this charge. Okay. So you got to really put those protections in place. Check your credit report annually to see if some stuff has popped up that you definitely did not do. Dispute those things, and then go through the process of protecting yourself. You have to do this, you guys, because if you don't, folks gonna be up there buying all kind of stuff in your name, and you ain't paid for nothing. Right? All right. Number 3 is using longer passwords. This was something else that really caught me. One of the things that the gentleman was saying, he's a security expert, is that, you go to the different sites, and they're saying, use your special character, your uppercase, your lowercase, hold hands and do-si-do, and then there's your password, right? But what he's saying is that you need to have longer passwords, sometimes to the tune of like 48 characters. Now, when he said 48 characters, I was on the floor. Like, dude, I got a problem remembering 10, and you're going to talk about 48? But what he was saying is that the longer the password is, the harder it is to guess, the harder it is to crack. So you need to start using longer passwords. I even know for the military, for some of the sites that we use, they have a minimum 25 character requirement. So believe you me, when I'm sitting here for half an hour trying to think of something that's 25 characters long, that has the special characters, the upper and lower case, and all that stuff, and 25 characters, dude, you asking for a PhD level freaking password. But you know what? But that's what they're saying. It's like you need to start having longer passwords, so it's more difficult for hackers to guess and for hackers to use. Wait, I'm gonna add a bonus one, you guys. I forgot. Hold on. Okay, so now number 4, along with using longer passwords, he's like, you really, really, really need to use different passwords for every site that you use. Now, you know how long it takes to come up with that one password. And he's saying, hey, you need to have different passwords for every site, because once a hacker gets one password, then they're going to all of your sites to see if that same password works. And a lot of us use the same darn password because you're like, look, I got enough problems trying to remember the one password, and now you want me to even remember 15? Like, seriously? Okay, so, but that's what he was saying, is to use different passwords for different sites to better protect yourself. All right, number 5 is to use password managers. Okay, now one of the only password manager I know, y'all, is LastPass. Okay, there might be other ones out there, but LastPass is what I remember and what I use. And so what he was saying is that, you know, you have the long password to get into LastPass, so you have access to those passwords. But he said, you know, let LastPass generate those funky looking passwords, because again, it's harder for people to crack, because if you haven't seen the passwords that LastPass comes up with, whoo, let me tell you, yeah. It's uppercase, lowercase, letters, numbers. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just a random combination of those letters and numbers. And so what he's saying is that let the password managers come up with those crazy passwords for you, and then you just have that 25 to 48 character password that allows you access to, your password manager. And then you can have different random passwords for the different websites that you use, okay? And then number 6 is do not use unsecured channels to transmit your data. And one of the things that I almost fell out the chair is when he's telling me that there are tax preparers who are instructing their clients to send them their personal documents through freaking Facebook Messenger. I'm going to need for you to not, okay? Because Facebook is not secure, okay? If you did not realize that from the darn chain message, the thing, your profile's being cloned, and I got a message, friend request from you, and I was like, ain't nobody got no friend request from you, but y'all sitting up there, this freaking thing, okay? Facebook is just not secure. Stop it, okay? For people who are virtual tax preparers, like I'm a virtual tax preparer, okay? My business is completely virtual. I have a secure portal for uploading documents. Now, do I have customers that don't use it? Absolutely. But hey, if I give you the tools and you don't use it, that's not my problem. But you have to really think about how you're transmitting your data. There are people that, that use Dropbox. As far as I know, Dropbox has never been hacked. People have used Google Drive. I don't think Google Drive has been hacked. I'm not telling you to go use these things. I'm just saying that you really need to think about what you are sending through these unsecured channels, right? Because, we got people sending driver's license. Your driver's license probably got your address, your date of birth, your driver's license number, just enough information for someone to go out and start, opening up credit in your name, right? Putting you on the hook for stuff that you have no idea even freaking exists. Okay. So the thing about it is that, data threats are evolving. We saw the issue with the Equifax breach. Okay. How's a darn, credit monitoring company gonna get hacked? Well, we saw that, right? So we have to be more diligent about our data to protect ourselves from identity theft. You don't want to find out when you go to file your taxes and then your return gets rejected because you get this thing that says, hey, there's a tax return that's been filed with this social security number already. You're like, okay, but I haven't filed my taxes yet. This is identity theft, and it's happening more and more, where hackers get a hold of your information, enough of your information to where they file a tax return electronically with your social security number. They put in some numbers, they get a nice refund back in your name and take off with the money. You haven't done anything. And so now you have to go through the drama of proving that you are who you say you are. and it's just a really long, drawn out process. Then you have to get an identity theft pin. And the scary part is, the thing that I don't like is that when it comes down to the IRS, you can't get an identity theft pin until someone has stolen your identity. Like, there's no preventative measure there. I don't understand why. But anyway, that is the way it is. So you guys, listen, let's be more diligent and more prudent about protecting our identities, even on our social media channels. You guys, listen, stop answering those questions that's asking your birth date and like where you were born and all those things, because those things are actually, those are the things that you use to, when you forget your password, those security questions. If people are asking things that are in your security questions, don't be answering those posts. You might think it's something fun, it's engaging and all of that, but all it takes is the right person to put two and two together and get enough information from you, and then go and jack your stuff all through social media. So please stop answering those type questions, like when your birthday is, where you're from, your mother's maiden name, and all that stuff. All of those types of things are security. Your first car, right? Like, what's your first car? And people putting very descriptive things with their first car. Well, your first car is one of those security questions. So you've got to be careful about those things. Like I said, it seems like fun and games until the right person gets a hold of your information. And then next thing you know, boom, your stuff is gone. Right? All right, you guys. So I really hope this helps you out preparing going into the tax season, and just give you some things to think about in protecting your own identity going forward, you guys. All right. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to Home Biz Tax Talk. Again, we air Monday through Friday, 9 o'clock-ish, and you can come here to get your questions answered about your home business taxes. All right. Have a great day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.